Good evening, everyone. On behalf of Psychiatry services at NIMHANS and the Vayomanasa Sanjeevani initiative, it's my pleasure to welcome you all for today's program. Thanks for taking time and join this program on our invitation. So I have my colleague Dr. Sojan Anthony, associate professor in psychiatric social work, along with me, and Gina, the program coordinator, is also there. And I think we had said 4:15, so maybe more people will join. I would like to start with giving some brief bit of introduction about NIMHANS, the Geriatric Psychiatry, Geriatric Clinic and Services, and the Vayomanasa Sanjeevani initiative. You can share. So many of you might know that NIMHANS is a leading institute in the mental health and neurosciences field. So we have been running the geriatric psychiatry services as a multidisciplinary team from social work, psychiatric social work, psychology, and nursing, and various other people who are taking part in this clinic. So for the past 20 years, and for the last 5 years, it is functioning as a dedicated full-time unit where multiple training initiatives and service initiatives have been taken. So one of the important initiative what we have launched in October 2020 is the Vayomanasa Sanjeevani initiative. So this is something which is kind of bringing together all our outreach services.
Sir, I think it's mute.
Yeah. Can you hear me now? Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Vayomanasa Sanjeevani initiative is actually with the aim of promoting mental health and well-being in older adults. We had launched in October 2020. It has 7 objectives, namely promoting age-friendly community, promoting awareness on aging and mental health, training of lay counselors, volunteers, and caregivers on geriatric mental health, psychosocial interventions by lay counselors and volunteers, psychosocial care program in old age homes, and integrative medicine for healthy aging, as well as providing geriatric telepsychiatry services. This is, we have been doing all these activities as an isolated activity. Vayomanasa Sanjeevani initiative is actually to do it on a more consistent basis with a specific objective. So we started the primary activities that have been going on is a lot of awareness activities. Every Monday we have been having webinars on various aging and mental health related issues, and also on different group activities in Kannada, Tamil. Those things are happening. Before this activity, we had collaborated with the government of Karnataka and the Karnataka State Legal Service Authority and launched an initiative called Age Friendly Karnataka. So through that, many outreach initiatives were done with old age homes, as well as various collaborative partners in the community we had done. And we have partners in the community where we work with several old age homes, destitute homes, and then we were doing outreach initiatives by providing screening of mental health problems as well as conducting awareness programs. Because of COVID, a lot of activities had become online, and one of the ways of the program what we had started was about trying to see by providing whether we can provide psychosocial support using technology, using both video conference as well as through cloud telephone. We integrated what is called as a telepsychosocial support portal, and we have been piloting in some of the old age homes through our volunteers. Now, I think telepsychiatry again has taken a big kind of boost after the COVID challenge, and a lot of our patients now get support through tele. But still, I think there are a lot of challenges in kind of giving a continuum of care through tele But this is something like government as well as various organizations have actually strengthened over the last few years because of COVID. I think a lot of improvement in technology access has actually helped it. Now, today's program actually, one of the main things is about how volunteering can be promoted to kind of provide service as well as provide learning to some of the students or graduates who have some experience in social work and psychology, and they can contribute to this initiative. Also, they can also get sensitized, and maybe some learning can happen about mental health and issues related to aging. So that is the objective what we thought, and today's interaction is more as a consultative meeting, and we would like to share that the volunteering which was already happening in a smaller scale is going to get launched in a bigger way because of we've got a dedicated CSR support to promote this volunteering initiative. And ICICI Securities has recently approved a project where we are going to get some support to promote volunteering, not only for students alone. We are going to involve various other stakeholders, like primarily senior citizens also. We want senior citizens to be motivated to become volunteers. And one aim is to help persons with dementia as well as other mental health problems who seek services here, as well as through our outreach activities. And say when we talk of mental health in elderly, right from awareness to rehabilitation, there is a need for people to be sensitive, both senior citizens themselves, family members, as well as professionals, including social workers and psychologists. I think all of us getting sensitized in some way or other, you may be able to contribute either as a professional in your own career or in your own personal life. There is a possibility of helping some friends or family members or somebody else whom you can actually come across and do it. So we are very overwhelmed with the response what we got in a short notice. I think more than 300 people actually expressed interest, and our Zoom is limited to 100. So we have shared in YouTube, and some of the people are watching in the YouTube also this program. And so I would like to brief a bit about volunteering. So what is this volunteering? In our brochure, what we had shared, we had put in two things. One, through volunteering, you can learn some of the aspects of mental health and aging related issues, maybe through a kind of a short training course, which will be using a learning management portal. So we do have a portal which we are kind of developing, and already we are using it for some other training initiatives for geriatric caregivers. So we are going to have a similar portal for this volunteering initiative, and the technology bit of coordinating the volunteer activities also is going to be integrated with the Vayomanasa Sanjeevani portal. And so we want to directly interact with volunteers as well as have recorded sessions and kind of provide some kind of sensitization and awareness and orientation to the whole issues related to elderly in a manner where it is not very intensive and which will be difficult to sustain. So it's more of a self-driven program where some handholding can happen with some resources, as well as some of the videos what we have regularly been doing. So those things also can be helpful to give you some orientation. Subsequently, there are two kinds of interactions what we are thinking. One is a short-term volunteering opportunity where somebody can do part-time, either half in-person or online activities, where they can contribute, say maybe around 30 hours is what we are thinking. The exact thing we will also would like to finalize after consulting various stakeholders and then arriving at a final consensus plan. And this volunteering can range from many activities, like because this volunteering program is students is one of the stakeholders. So we are hoping that you will be able to kind of do your bit in terms of it's not just theoretical learning. It is also about how practically you can collaborate with us and do some outreach activities using online or in person. If you have resources to either participate in outreach activities with our partners in some old age homes, or through your own contacts, or you can actually visit some of them can visit even NIMHANS. So through that, I think some of the practical experience what you can have, you can get more learning. Also, you can contribute to the service. So that is one aspect. So this engagement can be a kind of a part-time thing where we need to see whether it is feasible for you to kind of take off and how much you can contribute through online or in-person visits. So there is another category. What we are looking at is somebody who has a master trainer, because we feel this volunteering can be a huge initiative where it cannot be restricted to Bangalore. It can be all India level kind of initiative can happen because online brings access to a lot of people now. So, and a lot of senior citizens, we have been able to engage in activities through online, but this is something which can further be expanded by active participation and active support from volunteers. So that the range of activities, what can be done, it can be organizing a group and doing some awareness sessions, or creating some kind of a resources and awareness materials can be done. So we also do training of geriatric caregivers, which includes family caregivers as well as professional caregivers. Some of them who get trained, and then we feel confident that they can actually do as a master trainer, can actually help in training other volunteers, or even do some of the more active sessions with senior citizens. So this will, so both these categories, we, our team through the Vayomanasa Sanjeevani, we would acknowledge your contributions and give certificates. So this is the plan what we have had. So I hope there are, so this is something like which will enrich your knowledge as well as promote service. So we are trying to have this session today as a consultative thing. So we want to have people ask questions and then share their ideas as to how we can do. The whole idea is to kind of how we can mobilize the resources through students and reach out to more number of senior citizens and promote awareness, as well as contribute to some kind of service in because by even promoting awareness, there's a lot of contribution to the service can happen. Okay. And so with this, I will stop here. I would like to have information like where you can in the chat box, you can say which colleges actually you have come from. I think already there's some messages are there. Maybe if there are faculty from colleges, I think Dr. Sojan has invited some of the faculty, and we would like to start with them to kind of contribute. And then maybe from each college, we would like to hear some responses and take it forward further. Sojan, do you want to give a brief remark, Sojan, and then subsequently we can invite?
Yes. I just would like to thank everybody, because it is, as sir told, we just thought to get some, around a small number, but it reached to the beyond our the planning. So it shows that your readiness to join. Thank you so much. And as sir told, it is more of like building co-learning forums, where we also will be in a position to learn each other and contribute for the society, and then benefit as institutions. That's our plan. Like as an institution, I know that you all are looking for a lot of partnership, collaborations, and joint activities. And this is the right place. And along with that, when we do interact, there are a lot of opportunities in NIMHANS. So you will come to know while asking questions and chat. So I thank everybody. Because of shortage of time, I'm not telling any individuals' names, but I know that whoever I asked about, all of them have joined. I'm very happy. And not only me, as our team members are connected with the many colleges, all colleges were and the universities were ready to join with us. Probably this is the right time for you to come forward and tell that I am from, I know Dr. Smita Philip is there from CMR University. So like that, you can come forward and tell that I'm from so-and-so university. I'm a faculty there. For first round, I think we'll listen from faculty just to know that how many of institutes will be in a position to take at the institute level. Definitely individuals also can use the chat, and after the faculties, then we will keep it an open forum, right? No, sir? We'll keep it an open forum.
Yes. I think
a lot of questions and chat. And I will also assist sir for reading questions from chat. So shall we go directly for
Yes,
chat?
yes, I think people can please chat the questions also. I think I have a very informal manner. I have shared a few of our ideas as to how we are conceptualizing this program. And this is going to become much bigger initiative because volunteering, we are getting a support, CSR support to kind of do it in a very professional manner. And already in Vayomanasa Sanjeevani, we have been collaborating with some of the institutions. For example, Jain University, we have been engaging the students, psychology students there and doing programs with them. So similarly, I think many of the institutions can become partners in this activity because this is a networking and collaboration is the only way we can strengthen each other. And NIMHANS and our Vayomanasa Sanjeevani initiative is very happy to collaborate with many organizations. And there's no commercial activity here. So it is more of service and I think learning opportunity. So that way, I think we are quite open and at an institutional level, if who would want to kind of take more active interest, I think we can expand this and strengthen this initiative in a much larger manner. Okay, so Sojan, I think we can go ahead and invite some of them whom can you kind of invite so that it becomes easier?
Yes, I can ask them from Jain University. So they were the first partners when we started. Anybody from Jain University faculty available? Jain University?
No, because Jain University already we have had detailed discussion.
Right, fine.
So they are aware of this. So
yes, I have seen Dr. Smita from CMR University. Ma'am, can you speak for your ideas or your interest in this program? Dr. Smita? Or in any order, I have seen the people from Rani Chennamma, Christ University.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm unfortunately my students couldn't attend this because till 4:30 they were writing IIT. By the time they came out, the participants limit has been crossed. So yeah. So even I want my students to be a part of this internship, whatever you're planning, sir. And then we'll be giving our full support towards it, sir.
Thank you very much. And I would like to know as to from what I have described, is this at least you are getting an idea as to what we are thinking, and in the flyer also we had shared some of the aspects. Do you have any specific queries or suggestions?
So, sir, your voice was breaking, sir.
I just wanted to know whether you are able to get some clarity from what I have kind of shared till now. Are there any specific questions at this?
Yes, sir. Actually, in between, I went to the classroom for the IIT duty also. So in between, I missed your session. But then...
some disturbances are there. You can, please go ahead. Please go ahead. Dr. Smita, you can go ahead.
So I couldn't attend fully what you were saying, Sai, because IIT exams are going on. So I was in the class in between only. I could hear what you were saying. But then, yes, full support we'll be giving and whatever we are
yes.
Ma'am, your voice is
actually,
breaking.
Will be.
Yes.
I think I'm in campus, that's why, sir.
No problem. I think thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
We will get back to you. I think you are promising full support for this program. So we'll be having volunteering program for your information. We will be having regular courses, which is supported with stipends and things like that. And we also will be having the trainers training programs. So that your students definitely will benefit, and we will be having institutional partnerships. So we'll be looking forward to your collaboration further, ma'am. Sir, is that okay? Yeah.
Yes,
sure,
yes,
sir. Sure, sir. We'll be part of it.
Some of the questions are coming. I think we will share more details through the program. Okay. So maybe we can have some other faculty. We can finish one round of brief introduction, and then we can give further details. Any other institution faculty are there?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Hello, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir.
Good evening to all. I am Anusha Jain from Department of Studies and Research in Social Work of Tumkur University, sir.
Welcome.
Thank you, sir. As of now, I don't have any queries, sir, regarding this. Further, if anything I get, I'll get back to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. PT Shivakumar, sir. Tumkur University under the able leadership of KG Parashurama.
Yes, sir.
The university and their associated affiliated colleges. They're
Yes,
actively having a lot of programs. I still remember there was a program they have with this 1,000 participants in an international conference. The major theme was aging. So they do a lot of activities, and their collaboration actually will make a big difference in Karnataka, especially central part of Karnataka, sir.
sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Yeah,
Sir, this
please.
is Satish. This is Satish Samat from here, sir, from Jain University. I'm from Jain University. I take care of
please.
placements. I had placements as well as corporate relations here. Thank you for this, sir, opportunity. Most of our students are there present over here, and they are looking forward for this internship, sir. Keshav, sir. Hi, sir. How are you, sir?
Thank you very much. Thank you. It's nice. I think Jain University we just recently collaborated for a healthy aging conference also. And
Yes, sir.
I think already your students have been actively participating in our volunteering program.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And now actually based on this experience, we have an opportunity to do it in a more systematic manner. That is what has happened. So we look forward to your continued support.
I'll be sharing the database of the students, or whoever is registering for this point.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Satish. Any other institutions, faculty are there?
Sir?
Yes.
Sir?
Hello, sir.
Namaste, sir.
I'm Kavya.
I'm
Who's Kavya? Kavya.
Yes.
Yes, please go ahead.
I'm faculty of Psychology Department, Tumkur University.
Welcome, Dr. Kavya.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Now I don't have any queries. Later, if I get, I'll get back to you, sir.
Yes. We will reach out to you. I think our team will be in connect with you, so we can have a conversation, and then we can share you more details.
Yeah, definitely, sir. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else is there?
Namaste, sir.
Namaste.
Sir, I'm Dr. Devta Gasti, Assistant Professor in the Department of Social Work, Rani Chennamma University, Belgaum. And sir, we have medical and psychiatric specialization students, sir. We have specialization over here. And our can we place two of our student for block placement internship, sir? It will be in the month of, sir, excuse me. It will be in the month of maybe August, I think so, sir. Now they will start 4th semester. So after completion of 4th semester, they will be having internship, sir.
Yeah. I think already the Department of Psychiatric Social Work has a very regular program of block placement. So this is this geriatric services separately. We are doing this as a Vayomanasa Sanjeevani initiative, which takes care of the elderly population. And through this, we are doing these internships. Okay.
Yes.
So this we will give you more details. I think you can go ahead with the regular things, block placement students. I think that different faculty from the psychiatric social work will coordinate. Isn't it, Sojan?
Yes. Thank you, ma'am. I think you are from Anthony, the Ashok D'Souza sir's team, sir, no, ma'am?
Yeah, sir. Yes, sir. Sojan, sir. Yes. Namaste, sir.
See, usually you know that for field work in NIMHANS, only 2 students will be allowed for at psychiatric social work department, right? So
yes,
what we can do is, if you have some more students, they are interested in geriatry, then we can think about this 1 month placements or hours by placements. Definitely we can plan. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And,
yes.
Some of the extension activities we are planning even in the in North Karnataka part also.
Yes.
So some of them who do not want to travel to Bangalore, so probably they even part of such community outreach programs also. Anyway, we will get you, ma'am. Please do write with our Vayomanasa Sanjeevani email. For all the teachers and the students, those who are participating, Vayomanasa Sanjeevani website and email will be our portal for further communication. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. We'll be very happy involving in outreach work also, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So I think there are several queries that come in chat box. We will answer each of these queries. So before that, I think any other faculty, Mr. Keshav Krishna Bhatt, you are on mute. Yeah, you are mute, sir. You are mute. Would you like to add anything? It's mute, sir. It's mute. You have to unmute and then talk. It's still in. Yeah. Please go ahead. I think there's some technical issue. We are not able to hear you, sir. It's under mute. It's mute. Any other faculty are there? Okay.
Sir, SD college, they couldn't because 100 participants over, but they are giving commitment for collaboration in the SDM institutions, Dharmasthala colleges.
Yeah. If somebody asks, you can send the message that YouTube live is going on. YouTube live is there. Okay.
Yes.
So yeah. So I think we will go to the questions. Some of the specific questions. I think one question is about online internship. Can you please explain about the, and before that is the selection process. So, okay, this is purely a volunteering opportunity. It is open to everybody. And the selection process is primarily about knowing the details and your motivation to participate in this. And also the commitment as to how long and what activities you would like to do. How through this volunteering, you can contribute to the activities of Vayomanasa Sanjeevani and for the general aging and mental health related issues. So that is the selection process. And we are looking at one through the institutions, some of the students can be enrolled, or if somebody is, we are not having a collaboration at an institution level, individual also people can enroll. There will be a portal which will come in the Vayomanasa Sanjeevani website where people can express interest in participating in this initiative. And once the portal will collect the details, background details and their motivation to do this program. And subsequently, you will be intimated about enrollment for this volunteering program. And once that is done, we will have batches, probably in different languages also. Primarily now to start with English and Kannada will be there, where we'll be having some orientation program, which will kind of cover some of the broad topics related to the aging and mental health, and particularly about dementia. So, and what activities can be done as part of this volunteering program, a more detailed orientation will be given. So, in this, I think one of them asked about the online internship. The opportunity for internship, we intend to keep it both in person as well as online. Definitely in person will be a limited numbers because it is logistically not feasible to have a lot of people coming and flooding the system. It will be difficult to manage and it will not be beneficial for either volunteers as well as for the service. So that in-person association will be through available slots. We'll have to kind of coordinate that. For online internship, I think the scope is very much there. We feel through online active participation, there is a lot of contribution can be done. The range of activities, what can be done could be some where you can enroll a number of senior citizens by trying to kind of give them orientation about the whole process of why they should be aware about various aging related issues, and making them as a small group. You can conduct online sessions or even in-person sessions. So basically the Vayomanasa Sanjeevani initiative will be, it's primarily dependent on self-participation of senior citizens, because we can't succeed without active participation from senior citizens. And that requires a lot of active campaign and enrollment of senior citizens. And till now we have been doing primarily online, but possibly once the COVID things are better, even in outside the Bangalore through collaborating institutions, probably we should be able to reach more number of senior citizens who may not even have access to online. Still, there should be some organized way of doing these things. So we will explore these things as to within your time limits, what is available, how many hours you can commit, and what you can do locally and what you can do online. So these activities, the range of activities could be awareness promotion, providing psychosocial support, guiding them for any other services, maybe some kind of outreach programs in old age homes. So these are some of the things what I can, and also even you can actually create resources, whether it's the videos or some awareness talks. So mobilizing some kind of materials which can be helpful for senior citizens. So these are some of the things which can be done without much of cost. So and distance or language may not be a barrier. Some of them had asked about language barrier, and Vayomanasa Sanjeevani is a national initiative. So we right now are doing programs in Kannada, English and Tamil, and some programs we have done in Hindi, and we need to strengthen this. I think with the online possibilities, we can actually overcome the barriers of language as well as the distance. So I think this is quite inclusive, and if somebody is committed and without with a proper kind of motivation they are doing, if there is a support and if there is feasibility to do it, we will give the kind of support, technical support, so that this initiative can be further strengthened in different places. So we don't think language and distance will be a barrier. So I think I have addressed few queries. Is there anything else? Sojan, do you see?
So what I was just thinking, some of them, if they are ready to host us like a small mini workshop, half-day workshop, or if they have their own good models of senior citizen now, like their own initiatives, they can share with us. We will advertise those initiatives even in VMS. And also, if any kind of research partnership they are looking forward with NIMHANS, they can always get back to us. Some of them are good in writing grants for NISD and all, National Institute of Social Defense. If they need any technical support for that, we can assist them. All these things also we can think beyond of the current commitment, sir.
Yeah, I think once the collaboration and networking happens, I think many more possibilities we can explore. I think one of them have asked, I think Brinda Satish has asked about what is the difference between short-term and long-term internship. I think basically we have kept these two options because some of the students would just to get some familiarity with this aging related issues, they may want a very brief engagement. But there are some others who would want to take it up as a career, and they have a motivation and commitment for a long-term support. So those numbers we expect it to be smaller, and we want them to be trained as a master trainer. So they can actually, from wherever they are, they can actually be much more resourceful, and they can have a continuous engagement over at least 6 months. We are thinking. So short-term engagement, we are looking at least say around 30 hours over a period of 1 or 2 months. So which will include some of the practical kind of engagement, either in person or online, and maybe 10 hours of engagement in the portal with some live sessions and some recorded sessions. So this is the exact hours we are going to discuss with more partners and get feedback as to what is much more feasible, considering that many of you will be students who will have other engagements also, and your curriculum activities should go on. So we think short-term engagement will be 10 plus 20 hours, and long-term engagement can be up to 6 months. It can, one of some possibilities around more than 100 or 150 hours, something like that we are thinking. So this is not final. So I think within our team, we have these discussions going on. So we also want your suggestions as to what would be the logistic constraints, or how you think as the feasibility part. So we are using this consultative kind of meetings to finalize this agenda. We are going to launch this program by June. Either June first week itself, more likely to get launched, and subsequently, I think by that time we will have more clarity. Definitely, volunteering is not a regular basis. It's going to be part-time. So I think a lot of flexibility can be there in terms of some of them can do weekend, some of them can do hours, few hours in a day if you want. So there is also a possibility of we expanding our psychosocial support portal, which again is connecting various old age homes and some senior citizens, where we are trying to address loneliness, and this is like tele-counseling kind of a thing, or tele-psychosocial support. So this is something again can be another activity where volunteering can be of helpful. So we want to have this broad range of activities, and so that people, as per their interest and as per their kind of capabilities of how they want to contribute, so different activities can be done. That the training will be common, but the activities in which they contribute can be of different things. So I think the portal, how we are going to select whether it's for offline or long-term internship, I think that we will go by the kind of criteria what we are going to evolve, and also about the availability of slots. So it is about the need in terms of language, the need in terms of how much time you are able to commit, what kind of activities you are able to participate. All those things also will be taken into account. So we will come up with more clarity over the next, I think after another 2 or 3 consultative meetings, our team will put out these things as part of the portal itself. You will have all this information. So I think Dr. Arun has asked about whether long-term is through online or offline. I think we are quite flexible, because we want to keep this hybrid option, where because it is not about time, it is not about the distance. People can contribute meaningfully in an online participation also, and if somebody has the wherewithals to do it in person, I think that also will be welcome. So that I think the in-person will be definitely be limited in number, because what slots are available within the NIMHANS and outside, how many agencies we are collaborating. We have Nightingale's Medical Trust as a partner for NIMHANS in this initiative. They are also a very well-established NGO who runs many service activities, and they are also a resource center for senior citizens for Karnataka, as well as some of the southern states, including I think Kerala and Tamil Nadu. So there are possibilities where through this networking we can do activities, in-person activities in your own place also. So in-person activities doesn't mean it is only NIMHANS. It is also about a lot of outreach activities what we are doing with our collaborating organizations. Sojan, is there anything?
Another question about online courses. The IGNOU is students of IGNOU, are they eligible? That's a question for volunteering.
Yeah.
Sir.
Yes. So I think this is something like we have kept it very, very open. So because this volunteering program is not about only people with a particular qualification, we are taking social work and psychology as a primary thing for students, because they will be benefiting also from this kind of initiatives. So, but this is not limited to only particular students, or I think over a period of time, there will be opportunity to open it up to multiple other stakeholders also. So I think if there is enough interest and motivation, and it's quite inclusive program. So it should not be a problem. Okay, I think very important question. Brinda Satish has asked about stipend for long-term and short-term program. So we have actually come up with an option of having some incentives for people who are visiting to NIMHANS and contributing to the NIMHANS services through the CSR support. So with the way how this program is getting implemented successfully, say I think volunteering for particularly for students, we see this as an enriching experience for them, as a learning opportunity also. So we feel that it should be the whole experience is going to be a more incentive than the financial incentives, and we definitely don't want it to become as something like a regular work. So this is volunteering is something like where you contribute your time and energy with whatever way it is available, and definitely certification will be due recognition of the contribution will be given through this Vayomanasa Sanjeevani initiative of NIMHANS. And incentives are, we have actually done incentives for people who are going to visit NIMHANS and then do in-person service to patients with dementia and patients of geriatric mental health problems, who are visiting to NIMHANS services. And we will be able to expand this hopefully in the future through more CSR support depending on the success of this program. So this pilot program is for say next 6 months to 10 months. 10 months the support is there, but based on this experience, we are quite confident that this will become a long-term program. So probably that point of time, we'll see what is the requirement of incentives for other kinds of long-term engagement. I'm sure for short-term engagement, we would want to keep it as a purely voluntary. I don't want it to be based on incentives. If somebody is giving considerable time, and definitely there will be resources to support some of the, they don't need to spend from their pocket. I think some of the resources we need to see as to how we can support you. If there is a outreach program or something like that, there will be opportunities for us to through collaborating organizations and institutions locally also, we can arrange for those things. But as of now, we want people to understand that this is going to be for students particularly. I think there will be definitely certification will be there and training will be there, and people should be volunteering for this program rather than for a financial incentive. And this is not only for students, people who are graduates and who are already working in the field, who want to contribute also are quite welcome to participate in this initiative. I think we have addressed most of the queries. Yeah, any PG diploma student or management student, I think anybody humanities or any other course which who are interested can definitely participate. This is not something like hugely technical. This is more of a volunteering, and basic awareness and basic orientation will be given. Okay, the proper registration of volunteers will happen through a portal in our Vayomanasa Sanjeevani portal. We are going to integrate a database where people can log in and then people can enroll themselves as volunteers. That is likely to come up in the next few weeks. Okay, so by June it should be ready to be launched in a formal manner, and we will the contact details what you have shared with us, our team will be reaching out to you by passing on further information. And please do check our VMS website, Vayomanasa Sanjeevani website, and I think please share with your own contacts the regular programs what we are attending, what we are organizing for senior citizens. Please encourage many other senior citizens, your family members, anybody else to enroll and then attend and participate in these activities. There are a series of activities what is going on, and you can write to us in the Vayomanasa Sanjeevani email ID also, contact us there. There is also a help desk number is there. You can contact through that number to our coordinator also. So I think we are almost getting into the last phase of the program. I also would like to introduce that I think many of you might have noticed when we circulated, we have a fellowship program, which is a 1-year full-time program in psychosocial care for elderly, which is for people with masters in social work as well as masters in psychology, any discipline of psychology. And this is a regular course in NIMHANS conducted by our geriatric psychiatry team, so our multidisciplinary team, both collaboration of Department of Psychiatric Social Work as well as Department of Psychology and the Department of Psychiatry, the geriatric psychiatry team. So this program will be a 1-year training program with a stipend of 25,000 per month, and the prospectus is available. I think my team would also share the flyer and prospectus. If any of you are interested, I think the exam and the application is currently going on. Please, if you need more details, please reach out to us, and please pass on this information to your seniors or people who have completed. And also my particular request to the faculty, please pass on this information to your alumni. And geriatric care is something like where psychology and social work are going to have a lot of opportunities. This is not this is nursing you share. Sorry. There is also a fellowship for nursing. I think you should share the right brochure. I think I take this opportunity for you to share information about a fellowship program also, which is called as Fellowship in Psychosocial Care for Elderly. So this is a regular full-time course. This is on-site. It's not like online or anything. It is there are 2 seats which are institute-supported seats, and this will give you some kind of training on both the clinical aspects as well as outreach services what we do. So any queries, anybody would like to unmute and ask? Also, you can raise your hand. Students, I think from any of the institutions, I think we have tried to answer most of the things what is there in the chat box. If you have missed out anything, please feel free to ask any queries. Sojan, you are also checking I think Mr.
Hello.
Yeah, please go
yes,
ahead.
sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes.
Sir, actually, I am residing in Tumkur. I have completed my master's in counseling psychology from IGNOU.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm interested in working in these settings, like as you rightly explained. So my question is that, as you mentioned that fellowship program also, is that can I eligible to apply for that?
See, I think please check in the prospectus, because I'm not sure whether if you're done primarily about correspondence, will that count as a regular MSW? Because I think a master's program, we have advertised as master's program in psychology and clinical. The status of this, whether our institute recognizes that, that will be taken by our administration department. Okay, so you can actually contact our academic section also. The prospectus details are there, and then you can reach out to them. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So,
yes, sir.
Because we have put the qualification as master's degree and in psychology as well as social work. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So if it is fully done in correspondence, whether it is equally recognized, I'm not sure. Sojan, any thoughts? I think Sojan.
Yes, sir. Actually, no, these IGNOU courses are recognized by NIMHANS for any admission, sir. So what I recommend him that he can apply, most probably his application will be accepted, sir.
Okay.
If your university is recognized, definitely he will be eligible for the course, sir.
Okay. If any doubt, you can clarify with our academic section, and if you can apply,
yes.
Then
yes.
if it's selected, then you can actually clarify that also. Okay. There will be an entrance exam. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, we have shared the contact number of Vayomanasa Sanjeevani is there. You can write to us if there is any individual contacts through our coordinator, and we will get back to you.
Thank you, sir.
There was another question, the total duration of internship. So that actually participants can decide, correct, no, sir?
Yeah, see, I think we will have a minimum time frame. Okay,
yes.
So short-term internship and long-term internship both will have minimum hours. Since
yes.
this is a service activity, if somebody wants to continue support and participate in this program, I think the upper limit is not something which is very particular about. Because this whole program, volunteering is one of the important objectives of this program. So if there is a way how you can contribute in the long term, if there is a possibility you are interested, I think you can very well do. There are actually senior citizens who are actively participating and volunteering for us for more than 2 years now, for more than 1.5 years now. So I think upper limit is something like it all depends on your motivation. But there will be a minimum time frame for eligibility for a short-term kind of volunteering program, certification, as well as long-term volunteering program. Okay. So hope this answers your queries. Anything else? Any other queries you have? This course is open to, the fellowship course is open to both psychology background as well as social work. The course is called Fellowship in Psychosocial Care for Elderly. And since this is a new course, not many people knew about it. And this will kind of create human resources who are having a lot of expertise in geriatric and aging mental health related issues. So the application right now is online. It is there. It's live. up to 10th, I think the application is accepted. This is part of regular thing. You can apply for 3 courses, any of the 3 courses which has been advertised through this particular call for applications. Out of which, if you're interested in geriatrics, I think this course, fellowship course in psychosocial care for elderly, is something which will be of interest to you. So, you
sir.
Yes.
No, sir. What is the number of participants you are taking for one particular session? Because the 30 hours training, I'm interested in that.
Yes.
What is the number of participants, sir?
Yeah. So, say there will be batch of training. So, we will have a minimum of 25 to 30 people in a batch. So that there will be a kind of, we will be able to conduct online sessions, as well as there will be some recorded sessions will be there through the portal. Okay. And volunteering will be, the practical sessions of volunteering will be allotted by our coordinators, which will have flexible options. Okay. So that.
Okay, for volunteering, will we get any badge or something for volunteering? After that, we can come and volunteer like that?
Yes. Particularly if somebody is doing in-person activity, we will have due identification for those people. Whether it's through NIMHANS or through the outreach services, we will organize those things.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay.
So, when is this going to happen?
Yeah, we are hoping to start it by June. We have got a CSR grant and is already awarded, and we have to do some preparation. I think this interactive session is the first interactive session what we have conducted as a preparatory activity. So in June, first 2 weeks, we intend to launch this program. Okay. So you can, I think we will have some of the administrative formalities and preparing the portal and doing all these things. We also need to looking for the response as to how, and suggestions from other stakeholders, how to kind of make it much more effective. So with all those consultative meetings are part of the preparatory activities.
Sir, regarding the course, just one more comment regarding the course which we have in fellowship in psychosocial care for elderly. So both the social work and psychology students can apply because it is a psychosocial care course. And 1 year duration only this course, and sir told stipend 25,000 per month. Hostel is usually at the very nominal charge, around 250 rupees or something like that. Free accommodation almost they receive. And you know that when you are applying for MPhil in psychiatry social work or in MPhil in clinical psychology, you can opt this as an additional, like another course. Like you can apply 3 courses, sir told. This can be the next course, or the first choice or second choice you can keep in. So then in case if you're selected for both courses, then you can decide. And I have seen that some of the students of social work, they don't want a 2-year course. They want a short-term course, like 1 year and all things like that. So in that scenario, this kind of course will give a very good overview of not only geriatric clinic, about the entire NIMHANS service. Especially they will be further specialized in the geriatric care, and especially those who are planning for migration, or in those who are planning for social welfare jobs, or those who are planning for civil service jobs also. They will get a domain training like about geriatry, mental health, and the welfare aspect. They will get a very good insight. Above all, you will learn also a lot of collaboration and networking skills with our partner association. So that will ensure your even job opportunities can be better with such kind of exposure to state government, legal system, and our partner organizations. This is some of the experience what I want to tell about one alumni who did with us this course, and then he joined as a stress management trainer at Accenture after this course. So we give a kind of more of brain and behavior perspectives, and that helps people to even to work in corporate settings to and handle issues like aging and all. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Sojan. I think the strength of our NIMHANS services is the collaborating partners. I think in this volunteering initiative, Nightingale's Medical Trust is an important partner for us, and they are a very leading NGO, and they run the Elders Helpline, and they are also resource center for senior citizens. So, which is in coordination with the Social Justice and Empowerment Ministry. And we work closely with the Karnataka State Legal Service Authority, as well as other NGOs like HelpAge India, various partners, we work with them. So that is something like, I think, an exposure with collaborating partners also will be very helpful when you do either volunteering or the fellowship program will give you much more opportunities. So the entrance will be online, but only in Bangalore. So I think this time, I think earlier the entrance used to happen in multiple centers, but now the medical courses are conducted as part of AIMS entrance. So we have only some of the limited courses. NIMHANS is doing online entrance, but it will be in Bangalore. Probably NIMHANS, depending on the number of applications, they will decide where to, and all those informations you will get from our academic section and the website, NIMHANS website. So, but I think the prospectus itself mentions that this time the entrance for these courses is going to happen primarily in Bangalore only. So that is one challenge, but I think people, we hope that people who are interested and motivated can actually come and write. And that's how I have seen Brinda Satish raising the hand. Would you like to ask anything?
Sir, I am currently pursuing MSc Clinical Psychology from Savita Medical University, sir.
Okay.
By July only, I am completing my master's.
Yeah, I think this course starts in July. So people who I think they there is usually a joining time of 1 month. So depending on which date you finish the course and when you will be kind of having a completion, you can check with our administration whether you will be eligible or not. For a volunteering program, it should not be a problem. But I think the admission cycles have actually changed because of COVID. A lot of people, even our own institution, there has been problem. So definitely you need to complete your course and then come. I think that some completion certificate has to be there. But for writing entrance, I think that may not be a problem. But if you are selected, you should be able to join with, I think, the completion certificate. Only when you are eligible, it will be considered if you have the completion.
Thank you, sir.
Please pass on to your seniors also. So if they are interested in this course, if you, in
Sure,
case you are
sir. My sir actually passed it, sir.
Okay.
He done MPhil in NIMHANS.
Okay. Since this is a new course, a lot of people don't know, and this is listed under Department of Psychiatry. So many of you may not know. That's why. Okay. Sojan, can we wind up? I think on behalf of our team, Vayomanasa Sanjeevani Initiative, as well as the NIMHANS family, we would like to thank each one of you for joining today's program and spending your time. And we are really overwhelmed by the response and the interest in this initiative. And we want your active inputs and suggestions also, and ideas as to how this volunteering initiative can be actually taken to a next level. And probably we can do many more activities. I think that there is no, this is not something limited to one particular activity. We are not talking about only NIMHANS. And we are talking about improving the services for aging and mental health across the country. So that is why NIMHANS actually thinks at a national level. And so this experimentation, what we are doing is something which can actually get scaled up further. And we have the ICICI Securities is the organization actually sanctioned this support, CSR support for this volunteering initiative. And they are quite enthusiastic. Their team, they also are thinking that this is something which can be scaled up so that many more places can actually be, because across the country, across the places, we have a lot of elder care institutions which have very, very minimal resources. And that way we will be able to kind of join hands and strengthen this kind of service. So look forward to your support. And if you have any queries, please feel free to reach out to us. Sojan, anything else, Sojan?
No, sir. Thank you so much for all the universities. Such a short time now you all have joined. So we ourselves are struggling to tell each university's name. So we don't want to take that risk and miss one university and you feel bad. Definitely we will send an email, because we have a list of participants, 289 people have registered. Then we will send a thanks note to your concerned persons, and the other formalities we will complete over email. So thank you so much for all faculty and the trainees and students.
I also thank Gina for coordinating this, and for our coordinator. I think she will be the one who will be corresponding with you, team, with all of you, to any further clarifications and things like that. Please feel free to reach out. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good day.